Well, today there's some great fights shaping up. Liam Hayes is back in the ring after a bit of a layoff against Lewis Sheriff from Stoke. We've also got Jay Stevenson, who's a manager of a local football club. He's boxing Phil McGinn, also from Stoke. And then Graham Matterson's Northern Area Heavyweight Championship against big Richard Leake from Blackpool is set to be a thriller of two big men.
This contest will determine the EBF Northern Area Heavyweight Championship. Introducing firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing black, trimmed with white. He comes to you by way of Blackpool, Richard Lee. And standing across the ring, his opponent. He too is wearing black, trimmed with white. He comes to you by way of the Bethlehem Boxing Club in Leeds. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Bethlehem 14 rounds for the EBF North Area Heavyweight Championship. Seconds out. Round one. well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the title contest, and I'm sure you'll all agree. Round of applause for both of these fighters. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute, 50 seconds of round 2. The referee Ken Wright calls a halt to the contest between the winner by way of TKO and the new EBS Northern Area Heavyweight Champion, And ladies and gentlemen, the contest that went both this one way and then the other. A round of applause for a man from Blackpool, Richard Lee.
It just shows you about hard work and determination and persistence. Graham Mattison's fight tonight made everyone sit up and take notice. Graham Mattison's fight shocked a lot of people. There were some people that thought the fight, I should have called the fight off because Graham's eye were too bad. You know, the first shot Graham hit him with shocked Graham because it put him down. But Graham's an ex-powerlifting champion, so he's got physical strength. You know what some of us dream of. But what happened was the guy got up, and the guy was a strong guy. You know, Richard Lee got up and he went for Graham, and you could see Graham was shocked. Then when Graham went down, it was like lightning struck twice, because Graham got stopped last year in the same club, in Prison nightclub. You know, whilst before that he was ahead. And I looked at him and I just, you know, I said, Graham, just get up. It was swelling, pushing onto his eyeball, which basically, you know, it's like sticking your finger in your eye, you can't see out your eye. So I applied the iron, flattened it out, he opened his eye and it came back to life, you know. But that's just I just learned that through experience, you know, from my own experiences where I was, you know, putting the iron on my own eye after sparring, after fights, putting the ice on, and also by watching some of the best cutsmen in the world, you know, and watching people that have worked with me, you know, in the corner. I had the worst cut ever. I had the worst cut in one of the fights ever, and Terry O'Neill, the legend Terry O'Neill, sorted my cut out, you know, stopped the cut. I don't know how he did it, you know. But like I say, when you're there and when someone's there working, you know, you don't forget these things. I said, the left hook will get the job done. Your left hook will get the job done, because the guy's right hand's low. He'll get the job done. And, you know, he got the result, you know, because he persevered and he stayed with it.
Thank you.
Balance is a very, very important thing. It's important for different reasons. It's important. The thing that Liam's got is Liam looks like he's in range, in range means being able to hit or be hit. Liam looks like he's in range, and Liam sways out of range, makes them miss, and sways back without moving his feet. And that's something that people normally say, well, you can't teach that, that's just natural. I explained it to a new boxer who was really interested in why Liam stands this close and they go for him and he just, makes you miss. So I explained it. Not everyone's open to it. I explained it, what he does, how his feet don't move, yet he puts his weight on his back leg, it falls short and he comes back in the middle again. And I explained it, and the boxer in question did it. So it can be taught. Not be taught to everybody, because not everyone can learn everything. But that's a really important piece that people, need to understand. They can teach these things, you can learn these things. Not everything's natural.
Consent. After 4 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Your winner by unanimous decision, Lee Murtagh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lee Murtagh. Ladies and gentlemen, a very exciting contest. Your winner, Wright. Second round. Round 1.
women's boxing to me is women have much better balance than what men have got. And this goes right down to the fact that I'll have a 4-year-old girl in the gym in a kids class, and the girl's actual boxing ability, we're not talking about the power and the aggression, the actual boxing ability, the balance and the movement and the speed, the girls win every time, you know. And so it's like, but don't forget, girls have only been allowed, if you like, to box the past few years. It's not been that long, really, you know. The first pro boxer in England was Jane Couch from Bristol. That was only a few years ago. That wasn't that long ago, you know. But you might see female boxing becoming more popular than male boxing, maybe in the next 20, 30 years. But you may see it because the skill level is that much higher.
From the 10 seconds, is fourth final championship round. For 10 seconds. After 4 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the new EBF Central Area Featherweight Champion, Lee Murtagh. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up if you will for the very, very game changer in the male house. 6 2-minute rounds for the EBF International Bantamweight Championship. Introducing personally fighting out of the blue corner, coming to you by way of Malta. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Malta's golden girl, Lee and standing across the ring, her opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, she fights out of the Bethlehem Boxing Club in Leeds. Put your hands together for Sophie Bantamweight Championship. Second round. Round 1. Ten seconds.
Sophie had been asking for a long time to box, and I was totally against it. It wasn't something I ever wanted her to do. She's my little girl, I didn't want her getting hurt, and I didn't also want her hurting other people. Well, I decided she's old enough to make her own decisions in life now, so I kind of went along with it. And then I went to my first fight, and although we're absolutely terrified, I also, in a strange way, really liked it. So from then on, Sophie can't look backwards. She's just gone forwards, and the more she fights, the harder she trains, and the better she becomes. And I'm just so immensely proud of her. To think that she's come this far in such a short period of time is a pretty amazing feat, I think.
Round 5. 10 seconds. This is the Season 1 Championship round. Seconds. After 6 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a majority decision. Your winner and the beautiful EBF International Bantamweight Champion, Sophie. ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mandy Cortez, Middleweight champion, Sophie Blondbars Barley.
Thanks for watching. I hope you join us next time for another edition of Bethlehem Boxing. Remember, it's the home of grassroots boxing.